Hi everyone, welcome to Fit Life Now. Today we are at Back and Balance Chiropractic Office. I have with me Drayden and Karen, and we're going to do a nice simple workout that you can do at home with a chair for balance. We're also going to be using this piece of equipment, a nice little loop band. If you have a long flat band, you can also tie a knot in it and use that with you. If you don't have a band with you today and you want to join in, definitely do this exercise without the band. This is just going to make it a little bit more fun. But we're going to start warming up without any equipment here, but we are going to have the chair nice and close for balance. Anytime you feel like you don't want to use it, that's fine, but it will be nice to use for balance and get you a little bit deeper and focusing on your muscle groups that we're going to work on. So just stepping away from the chair just for a moment, ankles are underneath your hips, tummy's nice and tight, chest lifted, hips are level, knees are soft, taking a big deep breath, reaching up, and then bring those arms back, big circles. Really reaching back, so you're opening up the chest, reaching back. Good, reach back, reach back. Good, let's do two more. 1 and 2. Good, we're gonna twist side to side, twist. Good, making sure you're picking up that outside foot so you're not twerking your knees, lifting up tall. If rotation bothers your back, please don't do this exercise, or just take it a little bit lighter. Good, one more to each side, left and right. Excellent. Holding onto the chair lightly with your left hand. Using the chair, we're going to make sure we're not death gripping that chair, okay? Using that core balance and trusting yourself. Let's bring your right arm up and your right leg's right behind you. And I want you to reach, extend, and then bend, reaching towards the toe. Swing it forward and back. Good. Rounding through the back and then opening up the chest and hips. Round, lift, lift. Let's one more. Excellent. Still balancing on your left leg. Gonna turn towards the chair. Right leg is out. You're gonna bring it out to the side and cross it in front, out to the side. So you wanna open up your hips. Using that band, we're gonna work the hips really well today. Good. Making sure we have a nice range of motion. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Good. Picking up the chair, let's do the other leg, over to the other side. Again, lifting up nice and tall. Left arm is up, left leg is back. Extend and bend. Extend and bend. Good. Only going as far as you can, whatever feels good for you. Really trying to get a nice reach. Extend, bend. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Still balancing on your right leg. Left leg is out to the side. Cross the body. Good. Feels good opening up those hips. Maybe a movement that you don't do very often, but it's going to help you feel good. Get that blood flowing. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stepping back a little ways from your chair. Holding on maybe a little bit tighter. This time we're going to do a little squat. Good. And a little big squat. Trying to go nice and low. If this is where as far as you can go, that's okay. If you can go all the way, good, and come back up. This is just a nice warm-up. Go nice and slow, down, and come on up, pushing your weight through your heels. Let's do this one more time. Try to keep those knees behind the toes, and come on up. Awesome, you guys warmed up? Yeah. Excellent. Let's start our workout right away. So we just did some squats. Now we can focus on the right leg. So we're gonna hold on to the chair with the right hand. Move this one out of the way. Making sure your surroundings are safe. We have enough room. We're gonna balance on the right leg. Wanna make sure we're not sitting into that right hip. So up nice and tall. And we're gonna use this again for balance, not death grip. Go as low as you can on the right leg and come back up. So we're gonna do 30 seconds. I'm using my timer so you can follow along with us. Or you can use a phone, watch a clock, whatever works for you. But we're gonna do 30 seconds of each exercise. So single leg squat on the right leg. Here we go. Good, sitting nice and low and coming up. Good, helps for balance if you're looking at something that's not moving. Good, sitting as low as you can, your weight's in your heels. You can even wiggle those toes a little bit. Good, go at a pace that works for you. Inhale down, exhale coming up. Inhale down, exhale up. Notice we have a nice light grip on the chair. We're not squeezing it too tight. Good, challenge yourself. Good, we're gonna stay working on this leg. Just tapping that left toe behind you. And just like where we started here, good, I want you to hinge forward at the hips and bring it back up. Good, 30 seconds, single leg, straight leg, deadlift, or stiff leg deadlift. That Right leg, the knee is just bent slightly, but it's not moving, okay? So you're not bending and straightening the leg. Feel a great stretch in that hamstring, right? Good. Won't feel like a stretch tomorrow. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, coming up. Nice long, straight body here. Tummy muscles pulled in tight. One more. Down and squeeze, coming up. Good. Let's move the chair over to the other side. Nice and tall. We're doing that single leg squat to start. Lifting up. Here we go. Single leg, nice and low. Sit up. Nice and low is a great way to get warmed up. Whew. Excellent. Those endorphins flowing, body feels good. This is easy, something you can do in your kitchen, in your living room. Just grab a chair and follow along with us. Good. Sitting back in the heels, pushing through the heel as you stand up and really open up those hip flexors when you come up. Good. Same side, left leg. You can bring the arm up or you can keep it out in front of you if that feels better. I want you to keep the shoulder in line with the hips and the heel. So when you come forward, good, and come up, good. Or keep the arm up and bring it overhead this way. Whatever feels better for you. Good. Tummy muscles pulled nice and tight. Good. Left leg is straight. This just unlocking that knee a little bit so we're not stiff through the knee. Always protecting your joints. Trying to keep your hips square to the floor so you're not rotating back. Good, excellent. Next one, we're gonna still hold the chair with the left hand. Let's bring those legs out nice and wide. Keeping the torso as upright as you can. Toes are turned out slightly and you wanna make sure your knees are in line with your toes. We're gonna squat down and squeeze up. So plie squat. Good, knees in line with the toes. So if you can look down at your feet, you should still be able to see your big toe. Good. And you're trying to keep your upper body as upright as you can. So we're not hinging forward on this one at all. Squeeze your bum as you come up. Inhale down, bringing the hips nice and open. Squeeze the bum coming up. Good. Excellent. We're going to do tricep dips here. We're going to come out forward to your chair. Good. Wrists underneath your shoulders. We're going to do a couple different variations here. I'm going to have my knees bent. Drain's going to have his legs straight, makes it a little bit harder. And Karen's going to go with her legs out nice and straight. With her arms are going to stay straight with a little bit of a hip thrust. Good. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. Bend. Good. Drain and I are bending and those elbows are pointing back. Good job, Karen. Arms are straight. You still feel those triceps. Good. Shoulders are staying away from the ears. Good. Breathe, exhaling as you press away with either with your hips or the arms. Good. Hands up, stand up, nice and controlled. Let's go back to the beginning before we do our water break. Okay. Starting on the same side here, single leg squat with our left leg. I'll start the timer again. Good. Left leg is balancing. Left hand is holding the chair up nice and tall. Ready? Here we go. So we don't want too long of a rest in between. We want to keep that heart rate up. Good. We'll save the cardio for another episode. Good. Nice and tall. Sit back. You guys feel those muscles working? Oh yeah. Single leg squats are great. So notice too, if one side you're getting lower or one side feels more or less stable than the other. This is a great way to test out your balance. That back in balance today. Perfect. Nice and tall. Good. Deadlifts are next. So straight leg or stiff leg deadlift. Keeping your hips square forward into the floor. Arm can be up or in front of you, whatever feels better. Finding that balance. Here we go. Hinging at the hips and come on up. Trying to bring that back leg up behind you without rotating through the hips. Nice light balance. Even if you're feeling a bit more advanced and you don't want to hold the chair, I do recommend having this chair here. It's going to allow you to go deeper in your exercise. Good. Nice stretch to the hamstrings. Feels glorious today. It's going to feel even better tomorrow. Good. Let's bring the chair over to the other side. Do the other leg. So we did start with a different leg this time. That's good. Good too. Good. Nice and tall. Single leg squat. Light grip on the chair. Coming up all the way. Good. Sitting low and pressing up. low, and up. Wiggle those toes, getting in those heels. Knees not going past toes. You won't even feel this as much. You're gonna actually hurt your knee, and you won't feel those glute muscles working if you let yourself come forward. So sitting back like there's a chair, another chair behind you. Tap your butt down. Good. Whew. Those feel good, and I'm getting warm. Arms up or in front of you. Left leg is tapped behind you. Here we go. Hinging forward at the hips. Trying to get that back leg up without rotating through the hips. Hinging forward. Awesome, you guys. I hope you're feeling it too, because I sure am. Awesome. So you don't need a lot of equipment. You don't need a lot of space to get a good workout in. You can do this everywhere and anywhere. Fit life now. Good. Hinging at the hips. Our plie squats are next, and then tricep dips. Finish, finish, finish. Don't let that beat make you stop. Good, legs up nice and wide, toes are turned out. When you squat down, I want to think about pressing your knees open and then coming up. Good. Down and squeeze. Down. Good, looking at your toe. You should still be able to see your big toe. Good, using all that strength in your inner thighs to push your knees away. Squeeze your bum coming up. Down. Down and up. Down and up. Good, we're gonna finish with a tricep dips or variation. Whatever feels good for you today. Good, keep your chair wherever you need it. Tricep dips, starting in 5 seconds. Lifting up nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears. Again, this is a little bit easier with your knees bent. Drayden's gonna go with his legs straight, make it a little bit harder. Pulling that tummy in nice and tight, shoulders away from the ears. Karen is still challenging her triceps, keeping those arms nice and straight. And doing a little bit of a hip thrust, so lower abdominals for her as well. Good, shoulders away from the ears. Lifting up nice and tall. Exhale as you press. Good. Good job, good job. All right, you guys, let's have a water break. We're gonna have a commercial and we'll come right back. All right, it's a great commercial break. Make sure you've had your water, very important. We hydrated, and then we grabbed our bands. So you'll notice Karen and Drayden have bands around their shins. I'm gonna show you what it looks like without. So you definitely do this exercise today, and if you can, go pick up a band. They're all over the place, but again, you can do this without, just like I'm going to today. So again, we're gonna keep our timer at 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds rest in between to move us to the other side. So we're gonna start with our chair on the right side. We're gonna do some squats. If you have your band, you wanna make sure that you always have a little bit of tension there. If you bring your feet close together, that band will fall down. So just keeping a little bit of tension. So ankles should be under your hips or just a little bit wider. Toes and hips are facing forward, and we're just gonna do some squats. And again, we're using this chair here to keep us balanced and maybe even get a little bit lower. So we have, using 2 legs this time. Better? All right, here we go for our second set. 30 seconds on the clock. Nice and narrow squats. Sitting low and squeezing up nice and tall. Getting low and up nice and tall. So here's that chair. You can just reach with one arm if you like. Squeeze, good. If you were to look down, you can see your big toe. Your knee is not coming forward. You could even wiggle your toes down here. Squeeze your bum coming up. Inhale down, exhale, coming up nice and tall. Make sure you come all the way up. So if you were to put a hand on your hip flexor, you're pressing into that just a little bit, not sagging through the back. Good, finish that up, and we're gonna turn and face the chair, tapping your right leg behind you, the right toe. I want to lean slightly forward and engage those abdominals. We're gonna lift up that right leg, lift, lift. So now I want you to have a little bit of a bend in that left leg. Good. Good. And it's coming up straight up behind you, only going as high as you can. Tummy muscles nice and tight. If you were upright here, you're gonna feel an arch in your back. So I want that little bit of a leaning forward. Good, and just tap the toe down and come right back up. Trying to keep those hips square to your chair. Again, nice light grip. Okay, you guys feel that? How's it with the band? Excellent, good. Shake it out, shake it out. Little hips there. And get yourself set for the other side. So your right leg does have a bit more bend in it than we have before. Chest is open and hinging forward just a little bit. So you have a nice long spine. Again, tummy muscles pulled away from your shirt. Exhale as you lift. It's not coming so high that you're arching your back. Good, but your legs should be nice and straight. Imagine I'm pulling up from your heel up to the sky. Good, 8 seconds. you guys feel this more on the second side? Yeah. Yes, because you were balancing. So that balancing on the one side, and now you're working it. Good, we're doing stepping squats. So we're gonna stand up this way away from your chair. We're gonna step away from the chair and bring it back in, but not too close together, okay? And then we'll step towards the chair. So let's go left first. Left, together, and right, together. So this is a little bit of cardio for you. I know we're not doing a lot today, but wanna keep that heart rate up. Good, sitting back. So nice wide squat. So we're pushing with that outer thigh with the band and not stepping too close together so the band falls down. Good, sit low and come up. Sit low and come up. Down and up. Good, excellent. Finish up there. We're gonna stay here, bend up nice and tall. Actually, let's face this side. Face the side. We're gonna use the left leg first. I'm going to bend both knees, tap the left leg out to the side and lift, keeping that bent. Good, lift, good. Excellent, so keep going there. Even though we have this leg bent, I don't want to lean into it, okay? So we have the bent leg, knees in line with the hip, lift, lift, lift. This one feels really good. I'm so glad they decided they wanted a band today. Good, excellent. You guys are really feeling those glute muscles working. Awesome, switching sides. So now a little bit of a mini squat on the left leg. Right leg is bent also. Upper body is nice and tall. Light grip on the chair. You can come a little closer if you'd like. And lift, lift, lift. So notice without the band, my leg can go a little bit higher. Good, you're gonna challenge yourself with the band. I still feel this. It is getting warm in here. Good. But so those glute muscles, sometimes they don't fire for you all the time. So really challenging them with this exercise. So when you are working out, or even when you're not, those glute muscles are working for you. They're preventing back and knee pain. Good. Whew. Shake out those hips a little bit. Coming up nice and close to the chair. We're gonna do some calf raises now. Ankles are still underneath the hips. Lifting at the chest. Good. Up and down. Up and down. So the band really doesn't add anything to this exercise, except you're just keeping those feet in line. Good. All the way up to your toes. Good, to the balls of your feet. Good. Up and down. Up and down. Good, squeezing your bum still. Nice and tall, tummies tight, shoulders are open, light grip. For the last few seconds, stay up, and then we're just gonna pulse, pulse, pulse halfway down. Yes, feel those calves, awesome. Good, coming away from your chair just for a moment here. We're gonna do some jumping jacks with the band, yes. Make sure your feet don't come too close together. So we're gonna jump out and in. Out and in. So you can go at your own pace if you want to go a little faster. I don't have the band, so this is a little bit easier for me. Good, if you want to make this a little bit easier here, step the leg out, especially if it's your first time with the band and you want to step out this way. You can do it without the arms, because it's going to make it a little bit less intense. Adding those arms in there is going to bring that heart rate up even more. Good, breathe, breathe. We're going to go right back to the beginning. Good. Roll those shoulders back. So we had the narrow squats first. You guys ready? Oh yeah. Okay, good. Roll the shoulders back nice and tall. Narrow squats, here we go. Nice and low and squeeze. Good. If it's your first time doing squats, you may only go here and squeeze. What I don't want to see is those knees coming forward and those hips coming forward. If you feel more comfortable holding the chair with two hands, hold it here and come up. Hold it here and come up. Lots of modifications always. Going as low as you can, keeping your knees behind your toes. Imagining this chair was right behind me. I'm gonna sit down, tap my butt there. Good. Whew. Derriere lifts. We're gonna lift the derriere with this band here. Leaning slightly forward. So left leg is first. Light grip on the chair. Leaning forward, tummy's pulled in, lift, lift. Let's keep that left leg straight and the right leg is slightly bent. Again, without sitting into that hip. So think of squaring off the hips. Lift, lift, lift. Just tapping the toe to the ground. Good, if you're feeling any pain in your back, we don't want to be lifting up as high, or maybe you want to lean forward just a little bit more. Good, you're feeling that balancing leg holding you as well, right? Good. Whew, good, come on up, shake those hips out. We're gonna do the other side. Stepping the right leg back, leaning just a little bit forward and really exhale and pull your belly up away from your shirt. Here we go, lift, lift. Only a couple more, you guys. Only a couple more. Simple at-home workout with chair, maybe a band. Good, breathe, breathe. Knee is soft on that supporting leg. Glutes working hard. Chest is open. Nice light grip on the chair, really focusing on the muscles you're working here, the glutes. We have 5 seconds left. Lift, lift, lift. Whew, come on up. Shake it out. We're gonna step away. It's our stepping squat, so we're gonna step left, bring it back in, and step right, bring it back in. Good, if you wanna take a big, big step, you can step away from the chair, but notice my weight is still in the center. Good, 30 seconds is going. Here, if you don't feel quite as confident, you don't wanna leave the chair yet, just taking a smaller step and still holding onto the chair. Good, again, lots of variations. Free to have a fit life right now. Fit life tomorrow, fit life later, fit life right now. Good, sitting nice and low, thinking every time, squeeze that bum. As soon as you get it down, squeeze to lift. Oh, good job. We're coming up here. Side leg lifts, nice and tall, chest is lifted. Your right leg is bent, left leg is bent, and lift, lift. These are the hardest ones today? Yeah. Good, so you're working both sides. Good, we're almost done, you guys. Lift, lift, lift. Good, tummy muscles to pull in. Lift, work those hips. Lift, let's get a little lower maybe. Lift, last 8 seconds. Light grip, buns are working. And 1, good. Shake it out, shake it out. Other side, roll the shoulders back. Think about it, think about we're almost done. Let's get nice and low on the left leg. Right leg is bent also, and lift, lift. Yes, it feels good. Thanks you guys for coming today and joining me for this workout. Thanks for having me. Anytime. Good, again, light grip on the hand, on the chair. Shoulders are back, tummy's pulled in. Thinking about the beach. Buns of steel. 5 seconds, lift, lift. Good, all right, shake that out. Last 2 exercises, we can do it. All right, calf raises here. And keep the band around your ankles or just above, nice and tall. Just lift and touch down. Good, tap the heels and come right back up. Tap the heels, come up. Tap, up, tap, up. See, it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. Just lift, tap, lift, tap, lift. Good, for the last 15 seconds, we do that pulse. So stay up and tap halfway down. Tap, tap, tap. So we're gonna make sure we have a good calf stretch. Just a moment, because this actually hurts. So good. Whew. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good little butt kicks there. Whew. All right, jumping jack for the last one. A little bit of cardio. That heart rate all the way up before we stretch. Again, remember your modifications. Here we go, 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go big because this is my last exercise here. Remember those modifications. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, do what you can. If you want to hold the chair, again, if this is your first time exercising with me today, just keep the legs moving. Tap to the side, still holding the chair. If you want 2 hands, that's okay too. Good, and when you're ready, challenge yourself. Don't be afraid. Good, make sure those heels touch down. Awesome, you guys, good job. We're gonna have a water break, little commercial. We'll be right back for a nice stretch. Excellent, we finished our workout, but we have to make sure we have a nice good stretch. And we're gonna use this chair prop. It's a great prop. I've just changed my timer to 30 and 30 and taking out that 10 seconds in between. So we're just gonna continually move through the stretching flow. We're gonna start with our right foot on top of the chair and taking a little bit of a hop back. So when you step forward with your right knee over your ankle, you feel that stretch in that hip flexor and through the front of your thigh. Good, 30 seconds starting right here. Good, lifting up nice and tall. Good, lifting up. Actually, let's take this left arm. So left arm, it's the same arm as leg that's back. And we're gonna just reach over very slightly. I'm gonna reach up as tall as you can and then slightly over and feel how that intensifies the stretch. Good, pressing forward, using that chair for balance. You can also do this on the floor. We always do that, so we're gonna change it up a little bit this time. Good, shifting your body weight back. So left leg is bent a little bit, right leg is straight. I'm gonna pull those toes up. So after those calf raises, you guys, this should feel really good. Good, still holding on the chair for balance if you'd like. Good, if you trust yourself and you don't want to, I want to keep your back nice and straight. Okay, we're not rounding through the back here. You'll feel much less of a stretch if you do that. Breathe. Good, now we're going to turn ourselves towards the left. Good, and we're going to bend the left leg even more. Right leg stays straight on the chair and hinging forward at the hips. Good, so now feel a nice stretch for that inner thigh. Good, and still balancing. So maybe we are working out a little bit still. We're gonna balance on that left leg. Good, if you have something else close to you and you wanna hold on to something, please do that as well. Good, breathe, breathe. Letting yourself cool down. Good, let's go to the other side. I'm just gonna move my chair. You guys can keep your chairs there. I'm just gonna do the other side. So left leg is up and hip flexor stretch here. Opening up the hip flexor. Left knee is over the ankle and not past the toe. Leaning forward, holding the chair with the left hand, right arm reaches as high as you can, and then over to the side. Should be over your, so you're not rotating to that spine at all, reach it right over top. Opening up the hip flexor and the front of your thighs. Good, shifting your weight back, hinging forward at the hips. Good, your right knee is bent, your left leg is straight, hips are still square to your foot. You can reach for your toes if you like. If you have short legs like me, it's pretty easy. Good, you wanna make sure this leg is straight as you can. Good, just make sure you're not ever pushing down on that knee. Good, holding the chair, back's nice and straight. Good, and then we're gonna turn towards the right in just a moment. Good, so that we can stretch the inner thigh on the left side, hinging forward at the hips. Your right leg is bent, hinging forward at the hips, and stretching to that left leg. If this bothers your knee a little bit, you can turn the toes still up. Good, so just modify whatever you need to make the stretch feel good for you. Excellent. This is a hard spot to get a nice stretch in, so this one feels really good using the chair. Good, come on up, we're gonna stretch those glutes now. We worked those pretty hard. I'm gonna turn to this, have the chair on the side there. We're gonna hold on to the chair, bring your right ankle onto your left thigh, and we're gonna sit nice and low. Good. So what I wanna make sure that knee is not coming up. You really wanna focus on pressing the knee down. Good, notice I'm still not having my knee past my toes. I'm sitting back in that chair, wiggling my toes on both feet. We need the stretch. You might wanna hold this a little bit longer or do it again after this episode. Good, change sides. Good, sitting nice and low. Again, wiggle those toes so you know that your weight is more in the heel and you're not rocking forward. Light grip, again, as much as you can. If you need more balance, hold onto that chair a little tighter, but there should be no tension in the arms. Again, after this workout, you may want to just stretch a second time. So we're gonna just do it once for now. We'll grab some water and maybe do it again. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Drayden, for joining us for this awesome workout. Thanks, everyone, for watching and following along. If you want to contact me, my website is myfitlifenow.com, or on Facebook, I'm Keus Fitness. Again, I'm Kristy Keus, and this is Fit Life Now.